What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Cam from the Truth Podcast, and I'm with.
Tuesday, you already know.
007.
AKA Charles.
Damn.
And Ethan. Yeah, I don't think y'all need my AKA this time.
All right, and then for today's subject, we're going to be talking about not glorifying toxic relationships, fellas, and women too, who'd be watching this.
Yeah.
All right, so Charles, you said you had something, so you can go ahead and start off.
So I think, I personally feel like people need to stop feeling that it's okay to hold on to baggage that's not needed. So you should, we're all grown nowadays. I mean, for the younger viewers that are not so grown, you're gonna find out over time that not everybody's your friend, your companion, you know, your lover. Like, not everybody's for you. So you have to be able to pick out the difference of people that are for you and people that are not. Now, I personally have just gone through something with somebody that I thought was a really good friend of mine, but I've realized over a long period of time that they're not good to have around because I want better in life. I'm everything happens behind closed doors, I guess you could say. So I have a lot of issues behind closed doors that I need to work on personally. So I can't have people that don't want more for themselves and would rather just stay where they're at. I'm not gonna say this said person's name, but said person, they're older than me. They have like simple fixes they could be fixing and doing better for themselves. They choose not to. They have they're in a toxic relationship right now. And instead of like listening and be like, hey bro, that's not good for you. No, you shouldn't want that for yourself. You know? And instead of listening, it's like just always the same thing of nah, they really do care about me, this, that, and the third. So now I had to let it go from where it was. And doesn't mean like I'm not saying like you can't be like cool with them or like have an issue with them, but kind of like love them at a distance, I guess you could say.
I would say that's a very good take on it. I believe, like, as you can see from the title, my bad, guys. As you guys can clearly see from the title, I believe that you shouldn't glorify any type of relationship that gives harm to you, aka something being toxic. If equal sides are not benefiting each other, or or at least helping each other grow more, which in result benefit each other, then I believe that relationship is dead overall. Like, yeah, you can be friends and just like talk to them, but in that case, it can be like every once in a while because they're not getting you anywhere further in life at all. So, I mean, any like, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's like
Uh,
this, man. Uh, the main reason toxic relationships is like really bad is because it's like all the time you out here, you know, treating somebody bad, they treat you bad, and then what it do is it just creates this cycle, and then eventually everybody just gonna not feel good about it. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you gotta be like the better person. Cause I've had a toxic relationship, that, and I've been the toxic person before, and I've been the person that's been intoxicated. You get it? Yeah,
Yeah, we got it. We got you.
right. So it's just like it's like this. When I was being the person that was being toxic, it's I used to do like sly stuff on purpose. Try to get under their female skin. You know what I mean? And when I look back on it, it's like, damn, I was really an ill person, and I lost a good relationship with her because of that. You know, but you know, you just gotta keep pushing and learn from your mistakes.
All right, Ethan, how about you?
well, I honestly don't think it's good for anybody. I don't think anyone wins in the end. Y'all at the end of the day, once it's over, y'all both end up hurt. No one has the upper hand in the end. So it's like really what was the what about?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I mean it's just bad, bro. Like and you most of the time you end up on bad terms with the person, and you really it was just a big waste of time.
All right. So for the people, I have a question. What made you okay? For example, for like Double O and Mel, what made you guys stay in that said toxic relationship? If you were the one being toxic, or as Mel said, intoxicated by them.
Well, I mean,
Mm,
for me, my take on this, my bad for cutting you off Tuesday.
mm,
My take on this, like, is like I really thought it was like he was like a brother to me, you know what I'm saying? Like I was around him every day for like 3 years straight. Like, and I mean every day, like it was a person I like that I could call on no matter what, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like that was somebody that I looked up to, but I also looked at it like at the same level as them at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like that's somebody that I had their back, they had my back. But over time, it was real. Like I was starting to realize it was one sided and one sided and one sided, and it kept going like that. You know, it was what I had to offer, not what he had to offer. It was what you know what I'm saying over and over again. And it's like I don't mean to put all his like information out there, but it's like, bro, you're 19, bro. I had to help you get a car. I had to help you get a job. I had to not even a car. I had to help you get a job. I had to help you get a house because you just finally moved out of your parents' crib. You don't try and go get your license. You don't have a car, and somehow you're making the same amount of money as me. And out of nowhere, you're not able to provide for your own self at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere is different. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Some places are a lot like minimum wage and everything, but here we're making $20 an hour. You can't tell me you're not making enough to provide for yourself. You know, and it's like you should be able to realize like, hey, if I have a spending habit, I should be able to. All right, well, I'm gonna want food. I'm gonna go to Stop and Shop instead of going to Wendy's, or oh, I'm gonna go to well, I don't know if you guys have a Publix. We don't have a Publix out
Oh,
here,
we have a
but
lot of Publix.
all right. So
Yeah, we
let's
have
use
bubble.
let's take Publix because I know more of the viewers are more that way. They're not up in Boston over here. So yeah, like Publix, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me go to Publix and get this, and this. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna be hungry, but Publix has oodles and noodles going for like 10 for 5. You know what I'm saying?
Oodles and noodles are crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
But even that, nah, bro, that's
So
like
you
that's my meal.
basically saying like you just want bro to have his priorities straight and in
I want bro
check.
to I want bro to want more for himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 I
Like
feel that.
I can't be the reason you want more.
Yeah, you just don't want to carry him pretty much in life. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that. I feel that.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. All right, Mel. How about you? Tuesday.
I
How
mean,
about you? What's your experiences?
it's just my experience is just like I kind of hurt like a girl that was like really good for me. You know, it's just like I was being toxic in a way where I would like I do little sly stuff to make her mad, and then when she get mad at me, I try to do like ignorant shit. Like I mean, ignorant stuff to like block her or like stuff like that, or I wouldn't
Oh
be facing
Jesus,
her.
you are the toxic one.
Oh
What's that?
gosh.
Yeah, so it's like
Jesus.
now that I realize
Mel.
like how bad that was, it's like damn.
Okay, so
What's
were
wrong
you
with you?
like doing it? So were you like doing it for like entertainment? Like, were you bored and you just decided, like, oh, let me just make like mess with her?
Yeah,
Let me
damn
just
man.
make your life miserable.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
go
how it
ahead and
was.
cause an
Yeah,
argument.
yeah. I mean, one thing, like,
He went out
say
his way to
shit,
cause us.
facts. Like, so
Oh god.
sometimes, like, I do sly stuff where I talk to a female in front of her, and then when she get mad at me, I'd be like, look, whole time it's not even what you think. Or I try to play her like she was stupid, and that was just L man's of me, you
That
know.
was
But
very ill
now,
man's of you.
now that I'm older and I'm more cognitive of what I'm doing, I feel like I'm a better boyfriend now than I was then.
At least you say.
I would
At
hope
least you can
so.
say that you grown. That's all that really matters.
honestly, and
That's so cute
I
of
I
you.
rather
So okay. So has anyone ever been like intoxicated in their relationships with people? I know
Oh
yeah, I've
Charlie.
yes.
been
I know Charlie.
intoxicated.
You were already talking about your friend,
Well,
but
I mean,
like
I've
for
had
like you have
friends,
like a
relationships.
relationship. Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm trying to say. You got like a
yo, I
little
was
relationship for that.
so many, bro, so many times, bro.
All
Like
right. Well
I've
then,
had
let's go ahead and talk
that.
about your worst. Your worst one.
It was every day, bro. Every day. Yo. So ready? Let's take a normal week. Ready? You got Sunday to Saturday, right? Sunday we was together. Monday we was not together. Tuesday we was together. Wednesday we weren't.
Oh, so
Thursday we was
y'all were just
together.
on and
Oh
on.
man.
Yo, but it was like all the time, bro. It wasn't like you can't even say that on and off, bro. It was just a light switch of a relationship, bro. That's all it was. It was just like somebody just playing with a light. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Like but I think my worst one I have to say was the one leading up to, it was probably from July to January of this year. So yeah, July to January of 2022. That was my worst one because of the fact of it was just so bad to the point where like we would break up, hook up with other people, trying to find more, and then just come back to each other.
That's
It's crazy.
that's crazy. Um,
Like,
I mean, I can't really say this relationship was toxic of mine, but I can tell you about the time I had a toxic like friendship. So it was this one guy. I'm not gonna say their name, but we became friends in ninth grade, so freshman year of high school, and I like this one girl. So basically, I like this one girl. He knew this, but over the summer, we became friends. And I mean, like me and the girl, we were friends all school year, and we definitely became better friends over the summer of so 10th grade summer. So the summer leading up to 10th grade. So as you guys know, that was COVID. That was 2020. I'm still in high school, unfortunately.
Huh?
But
Yo, what?
this is 2020 COVID, and my friend, I get like, okay, so me and this girl, we progressed a little bit, and she got more comfortable with me, and then we became a little bit more than friends for that day. And I was like, oh my gosh,
I
bro.
wait.
Uh,
Is this who you think I'm talking
I
about?
think but I was like, oh my gosh,
Uh,
bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Look, bro. Look, bro. I finally did it. I finally did it. And then he came up to me, started laughing. He laughed at me. I was like, bro, what's so funny? He was like, bro, I've been doing that for months. And he showed me all the messages and stuff. I was like, so you knew I liked this person and you came and snaked me for one. You came and snaked me. And then I lost all respect for the girl at that point too. And him. So then, stuff
I'm
led to
sorry.
another. I
I mean,
got mad at
yeah,
her,
I've
got
had
mad at him. Tight.
that. All right, so ready? That leads back to that same friend. That same friend that I had to let go. So that's literally what made me realize it was that not everybody is your friend. Because one of my friends was can't say that. Was doing let's just say stuff behind my back with this girl, right? And it was happening for a while. The whole time I was in a quote unquote relationship with this girl.
Mm.
Whole time, bro.
He was getting
So
something behind the scenes.
yeah, one of my homeboys was, right?
That's
And
crazy.
my homeboy that was supposed like the one I cut off that was supposed to be my best friend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Knew about it, never said a word to me, nothing about it. When I and ready, so the same guy that was doing stuff with her was like, "Oh, let's set up so and so, and let's see what he says." Because I'm thinking it was my other friend the whole time because my other friend had did something like that, but it wasn't like that. That's the story I'll get into after, and I'll like break it down to y'all. But basically, I'm thinking it's my other friend the whole time. So the kid that was actually doing it was like, "Oh, let's set up your homeboy, da 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 da. Let's see what he says." So we did. And he was like, "Oh, bro, if you want that, go get it. That's nobody's. Da 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 da. This, that, and the third." So now, mind you, he didn't know I was in the car. So I was like, "Oh, So I seen him like later that day. I was like, "Oh, I was with so and so. What? He told me. No, I didn't say that. I was like, "Oh, so and so told me y'all had a conversation today. Da 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 da. What'd you say?" Bro proceeded to lie to my face.
That's crazy, man.
And then ready? And then it gets even more funny. So he proceeded to lie to my face, right? And then I was like, yeah, it's not what I heard you say over the phone though. And he looked at me because then it clicked. I was there. You know what I'm saying? And then he proceeded to lie again. Like, bro, I heard what you said. What are you talking about? What do you mean it's not like that? I listened to what you said and how you said it, bro. Oh, she drives a Beamer, he drives a Beamer, why not? Oh, but it's not like that though, right? Come on, man. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Man,
That's lame, bro. That's lame.
it
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
It is.
We're too grown for you to sit here and try and lie and act like you didn't. You know what I'm saying? I can't change the fact of what you did, and don't try and change it. It's okay. You chose what you wanted to do. You chose what you had to say. You know what I'm saying? Like most
Nah,
of my
I get it. I get it.
most of my friends told me I
Hey,
should have. My bad. Yeah, keep going.
no, you got it.
Oh well, no, I was gonna say most of my friends was just telling me to cut them off, and I should have from the jump.
You should have, bro. Now, there's also one occasion that I was the toxic person in this party.
Oh yeah, I've had
So,
those.
I guess I think this was the summer going to 11th grade, right? So
Mm.
we like I knew this one girl, I hooked her up with my homeboy, right? And unknowingly to him, I was still talking to her on the low. I didn't
Oof.
yeah.
Oh, I
So
remember that.
I basically was being an L man's.
All right, I'll be right
I
back.
gave my boy this girl just to be like, oh, I want her now. And that was very L man's of me.
Yeah, that
You
was a
know,
very,
I'm
very,
gl- I'm
very.
glad I'm glad unlike Charlie, friend, I told him straight up the truth. You know, I ain't sit here and lie to him. And luckily we're still friends to this day. I'm glad I'm thankful that we can still be friends, and I really do apologize because that didn't even last more than a week after that. But yeah, that's my
I got one too. And Cam, Dad, can I roll up my window? And Cam, you know exactly. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about.
okay.
So this was, I believe it was early 2020.
Okay.
It was like right when COVID hit. We had a friend group. We had a Fortnite friend
Oh
group,
yeah.
and it was one time where we had recently added this girl into our group, and everyone thought she was cool, and we were like, all right, so she can hang out with us now. And it was me, one of my well, we made up now, but one of my boys, and then her, and we were playing, and eventually we got off. But next morning I wake up, and our group chat's going crazy. I'm like, what's going on? And it's her talking about I was being toxic and being and bullying them. And I'm like, whoa, that never happened. So, and I was like, here, I can confirm it. And I was like, yo, such and such, you were there. Tell them what really happened. And he was like, well, I know what happened, but you know, my boy, my boy messes with her, and I mess with her too. So now I'm on her side. I'm like, what? You were there. Just tell them what happened so we can get this over with. And he's like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, he was being toxic to her. We
Damn.
should kick him out of the group.
That's crazy, man.
He's one of the more, popular people in the group. And almost everyone took his side. He, someone who knew and do anything was afraid of losing, him as a friend. So he took his side too.
Mm.
And Cam and
You're cutting out a little bit, but he was basically gonna say
okay,
he was gonna say me.
what's the
and
last thing you heard?
You said me, and then I think you were gonna say Caden.
And a friend of mine that were the only ones that believed me, and I was like, wow, I really just got stabbed in the back, and even though he never apologized for it, even to this day, I still forgave him, but it hurt because it was someone I had known since we were like 5 years old, someone who I considered to be a real good. And to think that it shot me in the back like that over a girl, it was just like, wow, people are really snaky. And that's when I realized
Guys, Ethan is on a
yeah,
road trip right now,
He's on a
so
road
if he
trip. That's
does cut
why
out,
he's cutting out.
yeah.
But yeah, moral of the story
did y'all not,
is
did they not hear what I said?
not the
Yeah,
end
you cut
part.
What's
out
the
for a
last thing
second.
they heard that y'all heard?
I don't
Oh,
even remember.
well, basically, I was just saying that. Basically, I was just saying that, it was someone I knew since we were like 5 years old. And to think that they would do that to me and stab me in the back, all for a girl's approval is just, is really disappointing. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, but with that being
Yeah.
said, guys, make sure the people who are around you are real friends. Don't definitely do not do something I did in snaking your friends. And also, believe in your people and don't try to hold anybody back in your friendship, and don't allow someone to hold you back in your friendship. But
Yeah.
that's the moral of the story, guys. With that being said, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. Um, I will be posting another one on Friday this time. I'm sorry I didn't post on Friday. But I will be posting one on Monday and Friday. That's gonna be our upload schedule for you guys. But with that being said, peace.
Later.